Hello good day viewers, still on coordinate geometry. In this tutorial we are going to derive the equation of a cycle and we are going to derive it from the origin. The origin here, I mean, we are going to place the center of that cycle exactly at a point where the values of x and y are all equal to 0. Alright, you can see we have a cycle here and this is y plane, this is x plane. If the center of this cycle is from the origin, it means at this point, the value of x is 0, while the value of y is also equal to 0. And you should know that the distance from the origin, that is from the center to any point on the circumference, is equal to the radius and it is equidistant. No matter where you draw the line, they are equal in length, right? That's our main goal. All right, let's get started. Let me use first quadrant. If I draw a line from the center to the circumference like this is going to give us a radius. And our main goal is to find the distance of this radius. And to do that, we can form a right angle triangle. To form a right angle triangle from this point, we can just drop it down like this to the x-axis. And we form a right angle right here. This is a right angle triangle. So let's assume from the center to this point, we have x. Let's assume this is x. And let's assume from the center to this point on y-axis, we have y. So our main goal here is to find the length of our radius. And how can we do that? We are going to apply Pythagoras rule. Remember, Pythagoras rule says hypotenuse squared is equal to opposite or adjacent squared. You can start with any one plus the adjacent also squared. And therefore, we need to find the horizontal distance as well as the vertical distance. Let us find them. To find the distance from origin to x, all we have to do is to take away 0 from x. So the distance here is x minus 0, right? That is the length of that line. And this one also, it is going to be y minus 0. So to find the distance of our radius, we are going to say that this x minus 0 whole squared according to Pythagoras plus y minus 0 whole squared is equal to r squared. And one thing you should remember is that our center of the cycle is at what? 0, 0. Because the value of x at that point and the value of y are all equal to 0. And our radius is equal to r. But since we know that from the origin, the values of x and y are all equal to 0, we can deduce this equation to x squared plus y squared, because x minus 0 is still x and y minus 0 is still y. This is equal to radius squared. And hence, this is our standard equation of a cycle from the origin. But the question is, what if we draw this cycle from other points? All right, now you can see I have drawn another cycle on the plane, but not from the origin, because this is the origin. So how can we find the equation of this cycle? It is exactly the same thing. Suppose we have our center here. Definitely this is going to be a radius, right? If this is a radius, we can also form another right angle triangle, forming a vertical and horizontal distance from the point. So this is our vertical distance and this is the horizontal distance. Remember that this is r and the coordinate at this point is 0, 0. Remember, right? So let's assume from the origin to this given point is a. I remember that this remains x, right? And let's assume this point is still y and this point is now b. Therefore, the vertical distance will be y minus b, right? And the horizontal distance, which is this right here, will be what? X minus a. The same thing. To find the equation of this cycle, you take what? X minus a, you square that. You add it to y minus b, you also square that. And this is still equal to r squared, applying Pythagoras rule. And hence, this is the equation of a cycle in standard form from other points, unlike from the origin. where we have both x and y to be equal to 0. So now let us break it down. If we have x minus a whole squared plus y minus b whole squared, this is equal to r squared. So what you should know here is the center and the radius. The center has the coordinate a, comma, b. Remember that from here you can see we have the coordinate here at a, comma, b. All you have to do, if you don't have the graph, you can always take this value and set it to be equal to 0, solve for x. That will give us a for x and b for y. And the radius is equal to r. So you need these two information in order to construct any cycle. And this is all I have for you in this tutorial. Subsequently, we are going to derive the general form of equation of a cycle. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.